Fulfilled. Let's rethink food waste. Did you know that currently 1 in 8 Canadian households are food insecure? But what does food insecurity really mean? For many Canadians, this is making the choice between paying rent, using public transit, or paying for fresh and affordable food. The academic definition of food insecurity is a state of being without reliable access to a sufficient quantity of affordable and nutritious food. Now, what if I were to tell you that Canadians threw out $31 billion worth of food waste in the past year, and that food retailers pay by the pound to have waste removed each week? When looking into equitable access to food, it can be seen how transportation poses as a major barrier in food ending up in landfill as opposed to in the mouths of hungry Canadians. From this space of food being labeled as waste and ending up in landfill, the idea for Fulfill came to fruition. But what is Fulfill? Fulfill will partner with an existing food reduction app called Feedback as a method of growing community partners partaking in this innovative food reduction model, which focuses on removing the barrier of transportation in food redistribution. Feedback is a Toronto-based app with more than 200,000 downloads on the App Store and over 100 food retail chains as community partners. Feedback is a social pricing app which allows its users to purchase food at lower rates at the end of the day in order to reduce food waste. In collaborating with the existing community partners found on the Feedback app, Fulfill will challenge community partners to rethink food waste. In rethinking food waste, we must also reassess the cost of waste management. At present, food distributors and retailers in the City of Toronto pay upwards of $48,000 a year in weekly food waste removal costs. Fulfill seeks to have food retail partners reallocate 5%, or roughly $2,400 worth of their waste removal budget into a food redistribution fund in which food waste or food excess can be transported and used within food banks, community meal programs, and the community health sector as a whole. In short, Fulfill seeks to turn garbage money into gas money and landfills into stomachs full. But how will the Fulfill app work? Within the existing Feedback app, there will be a separate login for Fulfill community partners. At the close of each day, once Feedback sales have completed, Fulfill community partners can post their remaining excess food onto the app. Social service partners can then go in and claim the excess food for their given agency. As opposed to food excess hitting the bin, it will hitch a ride on a Fulfill truck to a local food distribution agency where it can be redistributed, thus promoting equitable access to food. Please note, all food distributed on Fulfill will adhere to the City of Toronto's food safety guidelines. Now you're probably wondering how Fulfill will be funded. Funding for this project will stem from the profits found in the Feedback app and from the reallocation of waste management dollars to a food redistribution fund established by Fulfill. Moreover, a social impact bond can be established between waste management and Fulfill. Some of the key measures for the social impact bond are as follows: reduction in food waste to landfill, reduction in social service agency spending on food, reduction in barriers to transportation for excess food, and increased equitable access to healthy food through existing methods of service provision. Sign up your food retailer for the Fulfill app today. Turn garbage money into gas money and landfills into stomachs full. Fulfill, let's rethink food waste.